Walking into someone else's still site, I mean, it's strange. I mean, I know how I would feel if someone walked into mine.
How long you been fooling with liquor?
I've been messing with liquor 10 years.
10 years?
I'm appreciative that they were so receptive to me. I know these gentlemen make liquor on another scale.
How you like this little setup?
Oh, no, this is the still site.
I brought Richard here because he's very good with fruit. These guys right here, when it comes to a brandy, it don't get no better.
So I've heard.
He deals with brandies and stuff where he's at in Louisiana. Figure we need to get everybody together.
We already got this mashed in, and then we got a little something here for a little brandy for the strawberry brandy.
Yeah.
These guys are making a strawberry brandy. I love mixing things up. This strawberry needs a compliment. You ever thought about mixing that with something?
No, not really.
You know, all I can say about folks in Louisiana, they must have a set on.
I deal with a loquat.
Low who?
Loquat, Japanese plum.
Oh, Japanese.
Well, to be honest, he's naming off stuff we ain't never heard of, much less know what it even tastes like.
What else besides loquat?
Dragon fruit, lychee.
Lychee, you can get them if you go in that creek.
No, this is a fruit. I like blueberries, blackberries.
We've never done a double fruit mash before. We've never mixed.
First time for everything.
So we got to thinking, maybe if we take Louisiana and Virginia and put them together, we might come up with those damn good brandies.
Louisiana-style moonshine?
In Virginia?
What is all this
This
stuff?
is awesome. What do you think of that right there?
It's like an egg about to hatch from another planet.
It's called a jackfruit. It's a real sweet fruit right here. Down in Louisiana, there's a lot more fruit-based liquor because there's always some type of fruit growing, as opposed to this area where it's a lot of grain-based liquors.
What does it taste like, isn't it?
Bubble gum.
This is a dragon fruit, very sweet.
I can see that Richard's really in his element here.
Tickle, what do you think about this?
What is it?
A rambutan.
He's picking up fruits that I've never seen in my life, and he knows what they are. He knows what they taste like.
Very sweet, very pleasant.
That like one of them things that come out of the ocean? Hey, that thing will bite you.
No, you bite it. Looks like a grape on the inside.
Look at that.
Tickle was infatuated. He loved these rambutans.
Is it good? It's real good. It really is. You see all these spines on them and how pokey that is? Could you imagine that coming out of your butt? This rambutan, it was good, but I don't know if that would go with strawberries.
Tickle, don't run.
Uh-oh. What's it, sugarcane?
This is sugarcane. This is pure sugar.
That right there, huh? Oh, yes, sir. That's sweet.
Down in Louisiana, we have sugarcane. This is something that I use often. I mean, I would almost take this and put this into a mash.
Wouldn't that be a rum?
Yes. I can use sugarcane as a sugar source without buying a bunch of sugar and throwing sugar in. It's gonna give it a little bit of different flavor.
So we got strawberries, right? What do you think would go good with it?
Mangoes, the yellow mangoes.
The yellow mangoes.
Soft.
I mean, they're soft,
Yes,
they're real
they
soft.
are.
Yellow mangoes are smaller than the other two varieties of mango, a lot sweeter. The red mangoes, they're larger, they give you more meat. But the sweetness, I look for sugar content. A yellow mango gives you more bang for your buck. That would do real well with that strawberry we're gonna deal with. A little bit of sugar cane in there to give it a little twist.
Mango strawberry rum brandy. Flows right off the tongue. Richard seems to think that the flavor profiles are gonna pair very well with our strawberries, so that's what we're gonna do.
You take care of this?
Did you pay for
You
this?
know I pay for it.
You said you was gonna pay for it.
Oh,
Oh, my.
Thank you, sir.
Strawberry. That's a pretty common one for us. But yellow mangoes, now this is something we have never tried before. Is this a seed or some sort of core in here?
It's both of what you just said, a seed pod.
What about the skin on this thing?
I cook everything.
It smells good, doesn't it? It's really good. But you know what? Once I give this yellow mango a try, I'm immediately a big fan. And also, when we're mashing in, looks a lot like peaches.
You know, I'm getting this good smell right now. I mean, I'm just smelling a perfect compliment.
How'd you become a moonshiner, man? How'd you learn to trade? Family?
I don't have anybody in my family. I had a grandfather that made wine, but
Distillation's a whole lot different, isn't
a
it?
whole lot different. I don't know really anybody that does what I do.
You ever do much cooking at the steel site?
Oh, yes. Gumbo. I'll kill a rabbit in a heartbeat. Squirrel, yeah.
That's what gumbo is, isn't it? Everything that you can possibly
Anything
get and
that
just
you
throw
can
it
think
in.
of.
I'm a big fan of cooking at the steel site.
You have to be.
Damn, that looks good, don't it? Yeah, it ought to ferment nicely.
What about that sugar cane?
I'll show you what we do with this right here.
All right.
We'll boil this with the skin on. Get everything out of it. It will start to loosen up these sugars in it.
Richard starts breaking it down into chunks.
Throw them over in there.
I'm really excited about using this and seeing how it turns out.
Oh, that looks good.
What's that mango?
Yes. That's what we're looking for.
We're taking this mango, the strawberries, we're going ahead and sticking it in there.
Get all that goodness out of that bucket right there.
Pour some in here. We take that sugar cane, get that poured in. All right, Tickle, I guess we're ready for some sugar, aren't we?
That's real sweet. You sure you want to put some more sugar in there?
I always like to add a little sugar to ours. That brings that flavor out. Throw just a bit of sugar with it, we're dissolving it like we normally do. Just trying to show Richard different ways that we do it. So we'll let this sit a minute, get it broken down real well before we pour it in there.
Yeast can work with that easier than it can work with anything else.
Good deal.
And that smells good, don't it? All right.
Ah, dang, boys.
All of that goes really good together.
Now the magic about to happen. It's a special blend just for brandies.
So this is the proprietary yeast you use just for brandies?
Yeah.
We got a combination blend of yeast. Stir that on in, Kenny.
I can smell it.
I can smell it, man. Coming here to Virginia and bringing some of Louisiana with me, I mean, I think this is gonna be a real good outcome, the way we mix this together and put some Louisiana love and some Virginia love into it.
I reckon it's time to run this, right, Richard?
Can't wait to taste this.
We got the strawberry mango mashed in a few days ago, and I'm hoping it's gonna turn out right.
Let's see what we got. Oh,
That's
yeah,
clear
good.
to me.
Pretty strong. All right.
Bitter.
Yeah, she's ready to roll.
Oh, yeah.
Let's fire this baby up. Goodness.
As long as I've been knowing about alcohol, I've known about Franklin County. The people that I look up to right now are actually showing me how they've done it, how they learned about it. I'm more than pleased to be able to partake in this.
See here now, Richard, at 145 degrees, that methanol is coming off. All of it's coming out of our still before we even cap it.
No throwing heads off in the run.
Right.
Like by leaving the cap off, these guys get the methanol out. Just the little things that these guys do that they've been through trial and error with is amazing.
Richard, you ever use rye for your paste?
Never use rye.
But you just add a little bit of water. And when that steel gets good and hot and that steam hits it, you just see it hard as a rock. And we'll not let it leak.
Now, I know Richard is a good moonshiner, but now I can just see him almost like a sponge, just soaking every little bit of knowledge up that he can.
Yeah, the water's getting a little warmer.
There we go. That's a nice looking stream right yonder.
When this run starts to come out, first thing I want to do is taste it.
That's a little bit higher now. When that liquor first starts coming out, I don't like to really taste test it there. I like for it to run through just a little bit. Then you'll start getting your true taste from it. Well, you know what a bead on that.
Yes, sir.
What do you think, Richard? I'll give you the first shot at it.
What do you think of that?
Yeah, that's good. Oh, I'll take the second try too. How about that? This is an awesome drink. What do you think of that? That mango comes through there real good.
I tell you what, this is some good, smooth liquor. I can taste the mango on the front and the strawberry, on the back.
Ain't nothing like being on the bayou early in the morning.
Good gumbo today would be good too. Real good Louisiana virgin sweet potatoes.
Along the winding bayous of New Iberia, Louisiana, Richard and his brother Craig are mashing in 3 barrels of a coveted sweet potato liquor recipe they plan to run on their new submarine pot still.
I had the chance to visit my buddy Tickle in Virginia.
How you like this little setup?
Oh no, this is the still side.
That flavor profile's really gonna come through.
I'll drink to that. They showed me a submarine still setup. So the bigger pot, I can't wait to get it right here. I already have visions of it. I've never run a submarine setup before. It'll up our volume so good. And this potato vodka, everybody and their grandmother's been asking for this, so we need to get a whole lot of this out. We got about 150 pounds of sweet potatoes. Try to experiment with all kinds of liquor. I don't want to limit myself to the norm. We just finished up doing the run among EAT. It was a hit. Same thing with cotton candy. Because our customers want to try different varieties. The slower you cook it, the better it gets. We use a real good sweet potato. We also use a dehydrated cranberry. We use a Carolina Gold grain, and I use a malted barley. The outcome was just unreal, man. I got 1 million people asking for this stuff. We ought to have some help here in a minute. Robert always comes through for us. Robert is my brother-in-law, real good guy, never lets me down with anything.
Oh, Rob's here. Hey, what's up, man?
Robert ended up here because we needed help.
We on potato duty, huh?
Yeah.
Smells good.
Craig, grab me that bag of cranberries.
Right, got him.
Real good compliment to the potatoes, the Carolina Gold, the malted barley. The cranberry kind of stands as a buffer in between all of these ingredients. All of these different flavors that you would not normally taste kind of just marries them together and makes them sit together real well. What we got on temperature, Craig?
I just hit 177.
When you're dealing with sweet potatoes, at 177, those enzymes start to release themselves from the potato. That enzyme turns complex starches into simple sugars, sugars that are fermentable. See how the color changed in the water? We're gonna drop the malted barley in here. This has a real good chocolate flavor. Looks just like coffee, kind of makes you think it's coffee. This grain, this Carolina Gold that we're putting in here, this is double milled. This is gonna make a big difference. We're gonna put 5 pounds in here. Now we can't stop stirring. It will scorch, it will burn. The grains that we put in were able to start working and breaking up themselves, breaking up some of the flavor and emitting their own enzymes. Guys, I think this is ready, man. I'm gonna get this barrel right here. Go ahead and pour it straight in there.
We normally make sweet potato on a smaller scale, but this will be the first time that we're doing it on a large scale.
This is a real good yeast. We're gonna get the party started. We're gonna cap it up, do it again.
We have a lot of orders coming in. We just kind of put it out there in the wind to a couple of people, and it spread like wildfire.
The slower you cook it, the better it is.
Smells great. It looks so good. I think if anybody were to walk up on it, they would think we were cooking a good stew out here.
This will be the last one.
That's gonna make one hell of a sweet potato product. I relate everything to life, and I can relate this alcohol to a perfect marriage. We got 150 gallons, because these ingredients are gonna produce a perfect offspring, a beautiful baby moonshine.
There you go. Make sure it can't be seen on the bayou.
Come on, man. We're gonna head to the supply store to make the submarine still. I finally got a phone call. I talked to the sales rep, and he has the copper that I need. 'Cause we gotta get these orders out. It's so important that we get this right. We only get one shot at this. If this was metal, I could weld something onto it. If I could weld something on the wood, I wouldn't be standing right here right now. I'd be on an island I can't pronounce. With a woman I can't talk to. And a drink I'm scared of. We want to make sure that this thing is solid. This wood's expensive. I don't want to mess it up. I'm gonna put this same system into play that I learned from them up there in Virginia. As much as I've been given by other people, I understand what this community is and what it really stands for. That's a tight-knit group, a tight family structure in this moonshine community.
Who showed you how to do that?
Mr. Henry Law. Man forgot more about alcohol than I'll ever know, probably.
It looks like sweet money.
That's what I need. Right now, we're making sure both sides of the still are the same. We're using one side to make the other side. Everything will match up perfectly. Here in Louisiana, it's new. I've never seen anybody do it. My mom always told me if you build a better mousetrap, the world will be the path to your doorstep.
How you looking there? Gotta bag it up some.
We're gonna do a zigzag pattern. Instead of having nails just side by side, we stagger them out. We're giving some strength to it. It's not just for aesthetics, it's for safety also. We're trying to make this steel as strong as humanly possible.
Wow. Man, we look like the boys from up north in the woods with their submarine steel.
With this submarine setup, it's gonna benefit us all across the board. We're not far from home now, so yeah, I think I'm gonna take a shot of something tonight. We gotta get this done. We're finished working on this submarine still. We got a bad rainstorm right now. We're gonna go ahead and run right here. Oh yeah, it smells good. It's ready to run.
All right, I'll get the pump.
We're running it on a brand new still we've never run before, and we're running the volume that we never run before.
There we go.
I'm getting nervous. This is a large pot. We're talking a lot of alcohol in this pot. It's a dangerous substance. Leaking alcohol out of this thing is wasting money, but most of all, it's dangerous. We want to go home at the end of the night. It's not something you want to just take lightly. You have to be cautious around this stuff. Our worm barrel, man, is leaking. It's the first run with this thing. I mean, it was bound to have some problems. I know that this barrel hasn't had water in a very long time, and that's just not good. We got to tighten it back up because when we took the top off of this barrel, we loosened these staves up. Look at that. It allows the barrel to leak. So we're doing a little impromptu job.
And I think that's as tight as we're gonna get it.
And this barrel's been around since probably my grandparents. This is paying homage to the guys in the old days. To be able to just put barrels to submarine stills, that's awesome to me. I mean, just to see how big this thing is as compared to what we've dealt with before.
Oh, those heads are starting to burn off now.
I was told I always leave the cap off in the beginning. Let the steam come out. That's what would be caught up in your heads. Running the heads out of the top of the pot before you put the cap on. It's the same thing as running it through your system. You gotta paste up this real good. There's no such thing as too much of this stuff.
It's getting warm up here.
Won't be long now. It's time to get some of this money back.
It's getting there.
Everything's looking good. It's hot. We don't have any leaks anywhere.
Just waiting for the drip. Hey, man, we running.
That's what we're looking for right there. This still got a nice flow. I gotta taste this, man.
How is it?
Ooh, that sweet potato, man. It's like a sweet potato pie. This is out of the park, man. Taste that malted barley, hint of that cranberry. This right here is what we've been trying to achieve right here. Putting this together, coming out of new still, a new worm. This is awesome. We're gonna make money with this. Yeah, that's a good 165 right there. With this big thing right here, we can do anything we want. The possibilities are endless, man. You know, I have aspirations for this still. This still is a huge investment, but we're expecting huge payoffs. We're gonna push this still just as much as we push ourselves. Come on, let's do a toast. Toast to us. To the ones before us. Because if they had never did this, we'd never be able to do it. I love it, I love it.
Me and Jerry, we want to make top shelf, high dollar premium alcohol. That's our goal for this season. You know, less alcohol, but for a higher price. That's what we're trying to do. Yeah, get you a snort of it. What's it taste like? Tastes pretty good.
Oh my God, son, it's ready.
Holy, oh my God. That is fine.
That's good enough to drink
as-
right just like it is.
When you mash in fruit for a minute, it turns into wine. It's a semi-sweet, dry.
Dry, yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
good
it's
dry
good.
wine.
This blueberry mash, this is some of the finest looking wine a man could ever lay his eyes on. Whatever we've done, by God, we've done something right.
Let's get this stuff skimmed off here and get it in a pot.
Got a nice thick cake on the top of it. Really, really pretty, real deep, dark in color. It smells great, tastes damn good too. Get some of that fine blueberry wine pour in here. That's about full. Cap her off. Let me get this started and you can tap that cap a little.
The pasteless cap.
A tasteless cap.
Fire it up, son.
Tell you what, let's go over and dip us off a little bit of that wine.
That'd be good.
You know, I've bought a lot of wine in my life. I've made a lot of wine at home in my life. But this is some of the best stuff I believe I've ever put in my mouth. That's too good not to drink, man, I'm telling you. Well, you know who would love this right here?
Who?
Jenna, my fiance. Me and Jenna, we've been together now for 7 years. We've actually been engaged for basically 7 years. We finally made a date to get married. We're gonna go ahead and put the last nail in the coffin, so to speak.
She like stuff like that?
Damn, she loves a good wine, man. She'd be over here with a damn straw sucking the bottom out of this damn thing. You know, the blueberry brandy is real damn good.
Oh, yeah. This has got whole different
Different taste.
complexity to it.
I'm gonna throw one at you. Something I ain't never even done, I ain't even attempted to do.
What'd that be?
You know how I like bubbly shit.
Oh, you like bubbly, all right.
I'd like to make a champagne, sparkling wine, something like that out of this. A champagne.
I believe it's cleared up quite a lot.
It has. Looks like it anyway. This wine, we've let it set, let the sediments go to the bottom. We're gonna siphon again and leave the sediment behind in the first vessels that we're pulling from. You ready?
Okay.
There we go.
Let her roll.
Another time or two by now, she'll be right, won't it, baby?
Right as rain, son.
Man, this wine is beautiful. I mean, it's got that blueberry color, almost like a beet juice, so to speak, a deep red mahogany color.
You can actually look right here and you actually
You see it.
see all the floaties and stuff right here close to the bottom.
Yes, sir, I see it.
Yeah, that's what we don't want to get into.
We don't want to lose the color and the good flavor of this wine by racking it 1,000 times.
That was done.
Well, let's rack another. But if we don't get all the yeast out, racked off, it can create hydrogen sulfide, which is that rotten egg smell, and nobody wants to drink a damn fart.
Well, I'll tell you what, they wasn't kidding. They said it's a timely process.
Yeah, it takes a long damn time to do all this, don't it?
Just racking it off's taking enough time.
If you want it to be right, I guess we gotta take our time and do it right, right?
That's right, right.
right, son.
Well, let's get these washed out.
Last year, everything come to a screaming halt. This year, everything's blowing up, going wide open. People can now afford a good high-end product. This is gonna be something different that people are gonna wanna get their hands on. This is a fine champagne.
We'll just check these and see exactly what we got going on.
Champagne should be right around 12% alcohol by volume. But the wine itself needs to be about 10% because the second fermentation that makes our bubbles will only create 2% more of ABV. When we mashed in all these blueberries, we wasn't really concerned about the alcohol content because we was gonna run this through and make a brandy out of it.
What do you say?
proof? Scared to say.
No, here, well, it looks like about 8.
About 8. Yeah, I reckon you're right. You know, 8% is a lot down closer to the 10% we need to be at, but still, I don't know what in the hell we're gonna do to make it work.
We got good flavor across the board. All we gotta do is add a little fortification juice here,
Have her ready to rock and roll, won't
where
we?
she needs to be.
Jerry comes up with the idea of putting some brandy that we've already run off of these blueberries into this wine to bring it up to the 10% mark.
So what we're doing here is we're actually adding our blueberry brandy to our blueberry wine. We're actually bringing the ABV up on our wine, so it'll be like a normal champagne ABV would be.
You know, I'm not wild about putting the brandy in the champagne, because if we sold the brandy and the champagne separately, that's more money in our pockets. But because this wine turned out so good, this gives me and Jerry a unique opportunity. Boy, look at that pretty stuff. We're gonna bring something very special and high-end to the market. It's showing about 10 or 11. That's what we're looking for, ain't it? If we got it just right, you know, me and Jerry, we don't want to serve weak champagne. We don't want people to say, you know, that's good, but it's awful sweet and ain't no alcohol there. It's hard to get her done right here, Jerry. We want to give them a good little punch. When they take that swallow out of that glass, that's blueberry champagne with a good kick of alcohol.
Cap that bad boy off, let them set, let them settle. We're ready for bottling.
Next step, we got to do our second fermentation. We got to put our champagne yeast in each bottle, a little extra sugar. That brings the ABV up a little bit more and creates the bubbles as well.
Don't take that long to do, does it?
No, just a few seconds and it's full.
Modern day inventions, huh? How many mountain shiner made champagne have you ever had?
Nothing?
I don't think many people has.
We've got 48 bottles of this champagne bottled up, and now we've got to put our champagne yeast and a little bit of more sugar in each bottle and cap them off with a bottle capper. Then we can ferment under pressure, which can create your bubble effect inside of the wine. A quarter of a teaspoon of sugar, quarter of a teaspoon of champagne yeast to each bottle. If it's not the right amount, it could not do anything at all. It could come out perfect, or you can start exploding bottles.
The cork on a bottle of champagne, that bubble that comes out, that pressurizes it, that's the carbon dioxide. That's the result of the yeast eating the sugar, creating the carbon dioxide gas.
Can't wait to see these damn bottles bubble up. You know, these caps that we're putting on, this is just strictly to be able to do our fermentation process under pressure. We're gonna get rid of those caps. Then we'll put our regular cork and our wire cage around it, keep the cork in place, and then it's ready to drink.
That'll be ready.
Hello, sweetheart.
Hey, baby.
What are you doing?
I've been looking online at a few dresses, and I think I found me 2. I think I need some help deciding, though.
Okay, well, it's whatever you want, baby girl. This may be a bust or a fail. Butch don't take this liquor for payment. We owe him some money, one way or another. We got us a few more barrels, and by God, these dang things are heavy. Whew! Now, you ready to cut some holes?
Let's do it to it.
You don't want to mash inside the actual pot itself, but you know, we've got 600 pounds of blueberries here. If you don't hurry up and get it fermenting the way it needs to be, they'll spoil on you, then you can't use them. Put these additional barrels in, some white oak charred barrels, cut the lids out of them and mash them in. It'll give the same concept as what we're doing in the pot itself. We gotta mash these blueberries up just like anything else. So I've got a fruit press, a manual one. We just throw these blueberries in there and turn the knob. 2 different set of gears in there that just sucks that fruit down in there and crushes it and throws it right in the barrel for you. And we can put our hot water in on it and steep it in and it's good to go. And putting this on it right here, we're gonna have something ripe and ready. Oh, that's gonna make some blueberry Kool-Aid right there, baby. When you mash in a fruit mash, you turn it into wine first. You distill it off and make a brandy out of it. This is a little bit longer process, but everybody in America wants something different. All right, buddy, we'll get this one blueberried up and in. They want something new. They love to see the times change, and that's what me and Jerry's doing now. It's gonna be a lot of money, son, if all this works out. 5 barrels of mash sitting here, and after the rye run that we made, yeah, and putting berries in on top of that, man, it's gonna be good, brother. We put about 20 gallons of blueberries per barrel. These white oak charred barrels, It's gonna give a really great, deep and bold flavor to this mash. This is a beautiful sight. It smells so good out here in these woods. I believe it's gonna be one of the best runs we've ever done. Hell yeah.
Let's get here and check this mash, make sure it's ready to roll.
Yeah, our blueberry mash has been working off for a couple of weeks now. It's time to run this stuff and see what it's gonna taste like. I can drink that just like that is. That's damn good, son. We're running our fingers down in there, tasting this mash. It's phenomenal. Had these strained out of them barrels and bottled right now. You can taste the char from the barrel, the whole 9 yards. If we can get half of this taste out the other end of the worm, we're gonna be on to something.
All right, man, if you want to start trying to see if you can get a fire started, I'm gonna get this thing capped off and connected up.
Alrighty. The unique thing about our setup is going out of a white oak American charred barrel, fusing that flavor lightly through a clear brandy. You know, and the big question is if it's gonna work. We'll soon find out.
Get her fired up. We're smoking a little.
Damn it. It's so wet, man. That's why it won't light. I'm sick and tired of trying to make wet wood burn in this damn thing. You know, the whole idea is that we didn't have to pay for fuel this season. We've got to come up with something more consistent than this, man. We've got too much blueberry mash sitting here to run 5 barrels.
I agree.
You know?
Especially when we're running this slow.
I mean, wonder what could we do to make it burn consistent.
Well, we just need a different fuel source.
So it's got to be either like charcoal pellets or something.
They use wood pellets on a lot of wood stoves now. That'd definitely be a good consistent heat. All we just need is a little catch basket to be able to hold them in place because they can't lay on the bottom. So they pile up, they'll block our oxygen and they won't burn.
They won't burn.
So we got to hold them up a little bit. If you'll man this right here, I'll run down here to the store right quick, a little hardware store.
Try to keep this damn thing a burning. What me and Jerry's thinking, maybe to go to pellets, something that's already been treated and dried out.
I'll be right back.
All right, something that'll burn real hot and clean. I don't know, man, this damn thing.
Sounds like I'm coming in about the right time here.
Yeah, you might be. I'm sick of it, man.
We're gonna get her done real quick right here in just a minute.
Pellets are all kinds of hardwood. It's been killed, dried, ground to a powder, and then compressed into hard little pellets.
We'll just fold it down in there where it kind of makes a V in the bottom of it.
Yeah.
And then we can just bring it up and kind of just fold it over the top and that'll hold it.
Basically, all we're making is a bird nest basket to set down in this thing to pour the pellets in, where they'll stop at a certain point where we can light them up and they'll just self-feed down through there and try to burn.
I don't think it's gonna work, man.
Damn, I hope it does.
Get her fired up.
Jerry comes waddling on back into the steel site and he's got a big bag of pellets. So I get in there with the fire, blow it to it.
Oh, she's picking up steam now.
Yeah, buddy. It immediately lights up and we're good to go. I hadn't seen it burn like that yet.
That's a really consistent burn too.
It is. See, now we can do what we got to do. We know it's burning, it's not going out, and it's consistently burning with the right amount of damn oxygen. So we just steadily getting it, baby. Woo! I'm liking it. This is a brand new rig made of a white oak charred barrel. We got a copper core going through the center of it from top to bottom. And we're gonna be open flame from the bottom all the way through this core and out the chimney. It's very important to run your liquor at a consistent temperature. You got to have that sweet spot, and that's what we've got here with these pellets. Feel that, Jerry? That summer gun is getting warm right there, baby, already. But this right here is gonna be the name of the damn game for us.
You can hear it from here, just sounding so smooth.
Jenning, like it's on cruise control, son,
Well,
autopilot. We can run this thing nice and slow and consistent and get everything that we need to get out of this run. It's doing great. I say you want to be getting close.
Yeah, it starts like it's getting a little, looky there.
Whoa, yeah. We got it, don't we?
Look at that stream, son.
We got alcohol, don't we?
Smell those notes in there.
Yeah, the notes of them blueberries for sure.
And that char, the char's in there really good. It's got a good, rich smell to it. That blueberry's coming through.
You can smell those notes from the charred barrel, from the blueberries coming through. We're gonna wait till it kind of tempers itself down, getting them hearts. We're gonna take us a swallow.
Now we're in the business end of it right now.
That's what we're looking for, the business end. You know, I'm ready to taste this brandy right now. I'm getting nervous on how it's gonna taste. I can smell those good notes coming from the barrel and the blueberries, but it's time to take us a swallow and see really what me and Jerry's done here today. Looks like we about to need another jug, brother.
We own it. Don't
Don't
spill on
waste it,
that.
spill it.
Give me a horn of that.
We gotta try
I'm
it, don't we?
super excited about this right here. That good?
I'm smelling the blueberries a lot better than I was before.
Wow.
That's blueberry down brandy right there, buddy.
The notes of the charcoal,
It's
the char's there.
I'm loving this. This stuff tastes amazing. I mean, one of the best runs we've ever made. It tastes like blueberries, but not coated in damn sugar.
Yeah.
I like it. It's good. I believe it'll sell. I'm tickled with it. It's got the wood charred notes in it. It's got the blueberry coming through it just right. I believe this stuff's gonna sell like crazy. It's perfect. I mean, don't touch it. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. This stuff is great. That's about it, ain't it, Bubba?
Yeah, but we're pushing right down there in the bottom of the tails, so
Yep.
we need to push it no more.
Alrighty.
Let's get this stuff loaded up. Get it out of here.
I reckon it's about that gym time, ain't
It
it?
sure is.
Here you go, Hattie boy.
Why are you bringing me here?
Well, look around. What do you see?
I mean, I've been here before. I see cars, traffic, middle of downtown, and a spring.
Yep.
What's this got to do with us moving? Digger, he's got an idea for a new still site, but we're in the middle of downtown at the spring. We've got water before here. We've talked about it. It's sweet, it's sweet. Yeah, it's wonderful water, but it's downtown. There's nowhere that we can do anything here. We can't set no damn still up here.
Of course we can't. We're going to pump water right into this building.
You're full of crap.
That ain't got a thing to do with it. This building, in my opinion, was built to make liquor.
I mean, look, damn trucks, tractor and trailers, parking lot.
It's right in the middle of town, close to everything we would ever need. And from everything I've been told all my life, this is limestone hard water. So I don't see any reason why this won't be a damn fine place to make liquor.
Yeah, I know. I've been here before, Puss. I know about this.
Yeah? You know
it's
what's
good
great
water.
about this spring? It's got potential of putting us on the map as making true Tennessee whiskey.
If we're going to make Tennessee whiskey, we got to have this water tested. We got to make sure that it's hard water.
You know, you always hear songs about Tennessee whiskey, and water like this, I feel like, is why that was able to be it. Get that big old root ball out of there while you bent over. Water like this bubbles through limestone. It's good and hard, which is a prerequisite for yeast to be able to thrive. I mean, it's hiding in plain sight.
I mean, I get it, and I like hiding in plain sight. I do. I mean, that's okay because, you know, what's the old saying? You can't see the forest for the trees.
Exactly.
But you don't know if we can get the building or not. I mean, so right now it's just an idea, right?
Yeah, and it's my idea, and it's a damn good one.
Well, there ain't no need of doing nothing, not a damn thing, till you find out about the building.
Mark's been a little bit resistant to the idea. I don't see any problem with it. It's safe as being in your mama's arms.
I'm out.
I mean, if I let you down more than 7 times in the last 2 weeks,
Well, all right. Digger, he's got an idea for a new still site inside a building and beside a great water source. The thing about it is, he tells me, oh, I don't know who owns it. You know, I don't know really anything about it. What'd you have? Did you just go give the address?
yeah, just give them the address and they'll pull your property right up.
Are you kidding me?
Ain't that something?
Really? Unbelievably, it is somebody that we do know. Now, whether we can get it, that we don't know. Well, let's get him on the phone.
Hurdle number 1, cleared easy. Found out who owns the property. Now hurdle number 2, we're gonna call him and see if he has any problem with letting us rent this or use this building.
Hey, Digger.
Hello, John.
How you doing?
Well, we were going to talk to you about a little business.
All right.
We're looking at a little small warehouse downtown, and I learned, lo and behold, you had bought it.
Okay, yep, I know the building.
Have you done anything with it?
I haven't been there for quite a while, and I know there's a bunch of junk in it.
If you'll let us look at it and see if it'll suit us, do you care to rent it for a couple of 3 months maybe?
I don't normally rent the building.
It'll be like you make a little bit of money and nobody will ever know anybody's in it.
Well, yeah, there's a door around back that I know that you can get into, so go ahead and look at it. See if it'll do what you need it to. We can always work something out, but as far as I'm concerned, you do anything that's not good, and this conversation never even happened.
I understand.
All right. Talk to you later.
All right, buddy, thanks. Bye. The only stipulation, he doesn't want to know a damn thing about what we're doing with it, which is fine with us. We're in business. Oh, yeah, it ain't gonna be no fun, but we can get back through here.
We just got to get back here one time.
Yeah, it's a little bit mushy back here. Whatever's holding it, it wasn't much. Well, damn, Hattie boy. Looks bigger from outside.
You think?
Not horrible bad.
Wow.
This'll be all right.
How you doing there, cuz?
What's going on?
Well, there's something about people named Mark. You got a nice new truck, and he got a nice new truck.
If you get off your butt and get a job, you could have one
Do a
too.
little bit more work, you can get that done.
Well, boy, there's a lot of things worse than not having a new truck. Having a damn job's one of them.
We need a favor, old buddy.
I kind of figured you just needed something.
We need that water tested, see if it's got anything bad in it, see about the mineral content.
Make sure there's no chemicals in it.
That's what I'd worry about more than anything. I don't think it'd be anything upstream from here, but you never know.
You never know.
I'm not going to ask you what you're doing with it. I kind of got an idea.
Well, you know, we know you and we know you'll keep quiet about it, but we really need this done and we didn't know who to ask.
Okay, no problem. I'll take care of you on it. Let me get my test kit and we'll go at it.
Yeah, boy.
He brought his lunch bucket.
This is kind of interesting, huh?
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this ladle up and I'm going to put 100 mils in that. I'll take it and run it in the lab.
We're interested in hardness.
I can check that pH and
Yeah.
I'll let you know if it's got any coliforms or E. coli.
That's the stuff that gives you a bad belly, don't it?
Yeah, real quick.
Okay.
You can through a keyhole.
Digger, if you can do me a favor,
Let me take that lid
put about
off.
100 mils in here.
We don't want to count our chickens before they hatch, but we want to make sure this water's perfect. If that's the case, then we'll probably produce the best Tennessee whiskey that East Tennessee's ever seen.
When can we expect to hear back from this?
In 24 hours.
Hey, we appreciate you, brother.
One of these days I may need a favor.
We'll do
You
it.
never know.
We'll fix you right
You can
up.
ask around. We know how to return a favor.
Don Corleone.
Don Corleone. We got to get some lights up because that door can't be open after we get started doing business.
Hope this thing's rated for fat, boy.
We want to get a jump start on making this Tennessee whiskey. So we're going to get started cleaning on the warehouse while we're waiting for Mark's call concerning the water test. If it's not just right, then, you know, we're out of luck here.
Hey, there's our boy. Hello there, Mark.
What's going on?
Well, I'm trying to talk Mark into not jumping off his ladder.
You better not let him fall off that thing.
Yeah, he's got enough padding on him. He won't bounce real high.
Okay. I've got your results back.
Wonderful.
Yep.
What we looking like?
Believe it or not, that's probably the best water I've tested around here in this town anywhere.
Sure enough.
Everything come out good and clean and clear. And
Good hard water?
yeah, it's real hard. It's got a lot of limestone in it.
Oh.
pH is about a 5.3.
We hit the jackpot. Our friend Mark, he said the calcium and magnesium is as high as he's seen in this region. Those are the two main ingredients we need to make fine mash for Tennessee whiskey.
I have a feeling I know what your boys are up to, and they should make some damn good Tennessee whiskey.
Well, if we get in that business, we'll see if we can't run you up a little dose of that.
All right, man. I appreciate it. If you need anything else, just holler at me.
You do the same, brother. If you need anything out of us, all you got to do is holler. Damn it, man.
Liquor, Tennessee whiskey, here we come.